Good afternoon once again. Today is Thursday, May the 7th, 2020, and this is the English language summary for the daily press briefing here at the Center for COVID Situation Administration, or CCSA. First of all, I'd like to start with providing information about the meeting that was held today, this morning, the CCSA meeting, which was chaired by His Excellency the Prime Minister. Among the various issues touched was widespread infection in some countries, facing the second wave in certain areas of the world. However, some countries are beginning to able to control and contain COVID. So therefore, for Thailand, we are in the process of reconsidering the classification of certain countries which were formerly under the dangerous countries list in order to continue and to strengthen the bilateral relations that we have with those countries in due course when they are transferred out of the dangerous countries list zones in terms of infection, dangerous infection zones. During the meeting, the Prime Minister also stressed the importance of communication from the various government agencies to the general public. So that has to be strengthened so that there will be no gap in terms of information or any misinformation or fake news spread. Also, the Prime Minister gave a directive regarding the staggering working time among the different government agencies in Thailand, and that would have to be reported to the CCSA, the staggered working hours, as well as the percentage of work from home. The Prime Minister also stressed about the possibility of joint investment with various countries, our partners around the world, in terms of vaccine investment and research and development in terms of vaccines, including with the countries in the ASEAN region. Another issue discussed was also the future return of various foreign nationals working in Thailand, which would have to be implemented in stages. And also about the rehabilitation of the economy, wherein the Prime Minister had in recent days been discussing and visiting the various business sectors, including SMEs as well, to hear about their suggestions in terms of the economic rehabilitation, in terms of the assistance that the government can provide to the business community in Thailand. So in summary, the Prime Minister placed a high importance on the easing of restrictions and the gradual transition back to normalcy, as well as the necessity of strict enforcement of measures in terms of immigration as well, to ensure that there will be no alarming cases of imported infections. And on top of that, of course, about cross-provincial travel, wherein the control have to be stepped up. And finally, he thanked all parts of society for their cooperation and stressed that everyone's needs will be addressed and taken care of. Aside from this, we also had a briefing by the Director of the Fiscal Policy Office of the Ministry of Finance, wherein he summarized about the registration process for the financial assistance. As you know, as you see in the news, the financial assistance provided to Thais who are qualified, wherein a large number of applicants have been approved. However, some have not finished the registration process, have some documents missing. So he stressed the concerns that the Ministry of Finance has in looking after the transfer and the registration process of this. And of course, the inquiries and the follow-up needs are being addressed. They have moved the venue for these inquiries, for these follow-up and complaints, to an area that has a wide venue which practices social distancing, which is at the Public Relations Department location, which is near the Ministry of Finance, for those who are qualified and need to have inquiries or questions regarding the financial assistance. So once again, we stress that we cannot, of course, win the war against COVID by stigmatization. If we have division in society, Of course, everyone, Thais and foreign nationals alike, have to work together to overcome the challenge of COVID and to assure that truly no one is left behind. I'd like now to move to the general situation and the number of cases that we have. We have new confirmed cases, 3 recorded for today, making the cumulative number of cases 2,992 in Thailand. The 3 new cases include the first case, a 59-year-old Thai female in Yala province, a result of active case finding, and she was found to be in contact with 1 confirmed case who returned from Malaysia. The other 2 cases of confirmed recorded for today are Thai males aged 46 and another aged 51, both under state quarantine since returning to Thailand from Kazakhstan on May the 2nd. And out of that number, around 92% have recovered or been discharged, and we have no new fatalities recorded for today. One important piece of information that the spokesperson mentioned was the timeline towards the second phase. As you know, we're in the first phase now. So from the dates of approximate timeline, dates of around 8th to the 12th of May, that is the period wherein the government will be gathering information, assessing the implementation, the enforcement measures, the compliance. And on the 13th of May, approximately, that will be the day that the CCSA will be reviewing all of that information, as well as reviewing about implementation with the various agencies and enforcement. On the 14th of May, that will be the first day wherein the drafting of the guidelines for the easing up of measures in the second phase will be done. The drafting of the measures for the second phase is very important for clarity, and approximately around the 17th of May, which is around 2 weeks from the first phase, that might be the commencement of phase 2. But of course, this is approximate and just for indicative purposes only. We will be assessing on a day-to-day basis towards this transition. On the enforcement of curfew, we have around 753 violations of curfew, which includes leaving of residences and in terms of gathering as well. So we hope for 100% public compliance to all the measures as usual. The relevant agencies have visited a number of places and who are following the government guidelines on social distancing. The inspection resulted in a high percentage of compliance, but of course there is always room for improvement. And on the screen, you have a slide here about the various business sectors that have been visited to monitor the compliance. And as you can see in this slide and the previous slide, that the level of non-compliance is around 2 to 4% of all the business establishments that were visited. So that's a very good number of compliance, because non-compliance is not over 3 or 4%. But of course, we hope that that will be 100% compliance in due course. So we thank everyone for following the CCSA's guidelines. In addition, we'd like to stress that the temporary inconvenience would still be there, of course, but that will help us to overcome COVID in a faster pace and in a stronger manner. On the issue of Thai nationals, repatriation abroad, first, I'd like to start off with a very important issue and case in which the spokesperson had highlighted. As briefed in the previous days, we have Thai students in Latin America who are still stranded in Latin America, which includes approximately 52 AFS exchange students in Argentina and 2 in Uruguay. So one update for that is that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, through the collaboration with the AFS network, is in the process of arranging a special return flight which will arrive in Thailand on the 20th of May for these students stranded in Latin America. And the possible route, which is still under coordination, is Buenos Aires to be transiting in Sao Paulo in Brazil, and then transiting again in Amsterdam, the Netherlands to catch the repatriation special flight from the Netherlands, Amsterdam, back to Thailand. And of course, this is still being prepared with the various challenges in Latin America, as many countries in Latin America still have a flight ban, as well as a ban on traveling between provinces as well. And as for the normal schedule for today, Thursday, we have 2 repatriation flights, one from South Africa and one from the Republic of Korea. You can see the details on the slide, English language slide, on screen now. And tomorrow we will also have 2 more repatriation flights, one from Egypt and one from the UAE. And you see in the blue box, to date, we have assisted a total of 4,919 Thai nationals by air in their repatriation back from 30 countries and territories worldwide. And just to add on, the spokesperson mentioned about the criteria in terms of the repatriation and return. Of course, we would like to assist all Thai nationals who wish to return to Thailand to be able to come back to Thailand safely and as soon as possible. But of course, we have the criteria in terms of management. So perhaps in two clusters, the most immediate and then the urgent group. So most immediate, which is moving on very fast, is of course the vulnerable groups of people, including those who are sick abroad, those who are stuck in airports around the world, those whose visas in foreign countries are expiring, as well as tourists left in different countries. And of course, the urgent group includes the monks and nuns around the world, as well as students around the world as well. So these are just two clusters which both have the same importance, but of course, in terms of management, that is still going on to bring back all of these Thai citizens back to safety in Thailand. So for the planned schedule for this month, just to update on you, we spoke about that yesterday already, but we have a new update for the 8th of May, tomorrow, until the 31st of May, 2020. We expect to bring back around 7,000 Thai nationals from various countries, around 15 flights during that duration towards the end, until the end of this month. And we will continue to work tirelessly to facilitate the return of Thai nationals abroad. The Prime Minister had stressed this as well in the CCSA meeting this morning. As for the activities of Thai embassies and consulates abroad, we have some images for you. First is the Royal Thai Embassy in Yangon, wherein the embassy has successfully facilitated the return of Thai nationals in Myanmar. And this flight, of course, could not be successful without the good coordination and support from the government of Myanmar. So we'd like to express our appreciation to our friends in Myanmar for this reciprocal repatriation flight. We also have images from the Royal Thai Embassy in Doha, Qatar. Together with partners, the embassy had provided support, such as handing out assistance packages, care packages to the Thai community in Qatar. And for a change, we have some images actually of people helping people, non-government. Civil society groups and private individuals, both Thai and foreign, have been helping others through food drives and distributing dried items on screen. This is the Bayanihan Network, a group of Filipino long-time residents of Thailand in their food drive to help people who are affected, as well as distributing dried food items. Of course, this reflects the unity of society in Thailand, be you Thai or foreign citizens in this dire situation. This is also the same group. And also we have an image of outside Bangkok. This is Samui. We're in private individuals. I believe these are from Germany and Switzerland, coordinating with the authorities in providing dried foods to people in need in Samui. Of course, as mentioned, the COVID knows no boundary, nor does it differentiate between nationalities, and we will not be able to win this battle against COVID alone it will be a concerted fight in society, which we're very happy to receive the cooperation of all. So we talked about new normal quite often. The spokesperson today mentioned about public transport in particular. The Prime Minister also stressed about this because, of course, of the images we saw in the past days about crowds in certain transportation modes. So the Department of Land Transportation has released a guidance for public transport operators, drivers, and passengers on how to improve the hygienic standards measures and apply the new norms to these services in order to help prevent, and most importantly, both passengers and drivers required to wear face masks all the time during the journey. You have an infographic on screen for you, courtesy of the department. And of course, if the operators, in due course, they would be increasing the frequency of the rides, of the trains, of the buses, as well as the staff to ensure the compliance to the various precautionary measures, as well as perhaps coming up with an SOP, for example, for trains or for buses in times of when the trains or buses are broken down, as well as in selling of tickets as well. So these will be very important for the future, our new norms in terms of using public transport. So to keep abreast with the latest and correct information about the easing of restrictions on COVID and related developments in Thailand, please visit the Facebook page of the Public Relations Department of Thailand, PR Thai, and the Facebook as well of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and the website as well, which has a banner specifically on COVID, as well as the website of the Department of Disease Control of the Ministry of Public Health, which has information particularly about the public health aspect of things. Yes, so in summary, this is what I have for you today. I hope it is very useful. We here at the CCSA will remain and serve, providing information to you as long as needed. We hope that you stay safe. We hope that you stay strong. Best wishes. Thank you very much. สวัสดีครับ